What up? What up? It's your boy Mark Howard, and you know what time it is. We talk Cowboys here. That's what we do. Hey, want to check on a few things, man. We're getting down to the last half of training camp. Getting down to this point of talking training camp with the Dallas Cowboys. They back home in Texas. They left Oxnard, California, and we're getting down to the nitty gritty. Gonna be a couple of days here. By Thursday, they're gonna make cuts. One more preseason game, and then it's on to play Philadelphia. I appreciate you guys for checking us out. Subscribe, please. Like the page, like the show. Subscribe to the page. Give our brother some support. I'm getting some support from some people. Shout out to my friends, family. As I mentioned before, I'm originally from D.C., so a lot of my circle of people and family there, they're fans of the Washington Commanders, excuse me. um, and they support me, and I appreciate them. And I know it's killing them. They tell me they hate it, but I know they love it too. It's the Cowboys. What's better to talk about in football season than the Dallas Cowboys? I mean, being real. Yeah, I know they hate me saying that, but if you search down deep in your soul in that spot when nobody else is around like me, I know how you feel. I know how you feel. It's okay. It's okay. So what's to talk about on the injury report after last preseason game against the Ravens? Jonathan Mingo was feared that he was going to be out a little bit for a good little while. His posterior cruciate ligament, that's the PCL for those of you that don't speak French. Looks to be, I guess, strained or hyperextended. The word now officially, after all the checks and MRIs and everything like that, is that he's going to be about 4 to 6 weeks. 4 to 6 weeks. So if you look at it with this preseason here, he's going to miss, and then into the season, that's going to put him around week 2 or 3 that he'll be back. Looks like I think he'll be one of the receivers that they're going to carry. That goes into the question of this. With his injury, that's given some opportunity for somebody else. We got a group of receivers, especially on that back end. We know the main four that's going to be receivers. Obviously, CeeDee Lamb, George Pickens, Cavante Turpin. And I think a lot of people were thinking not Jalen Tolbert. He was going to fight a little bit. I think Jalen Tolbert couldn't come in here and just mail it in, as nobody can. But I think Tolbert has solidified himself as at least wide receiver 3. Maybe a little challenge from Mingo, but that's not going to happen there. That solidifies that for Tolbert. Different types of styles of receivers, sizes and speeds, and what their natural gifts are. Again, we got Mingo on a trade, so they definitely want him to work out. And so we'll see. That's your 4 there. Now the question is, are they going to keep 5, which would be normal, or will they go with 6? That means they're going to have to go short in other positions. I don't know what maybe you think they should do, but I'm looking at this, and I will say to you that keeping 5 with Mingo out, that's going to open up the door for Jalen Cropper, Ryan Flournoy, or however you want to pronounce it, Jalen Brooks, and also Trayshawn Holden, who's been showing some flash things. It looks good. And again, for his kind of college pedigree, he's not being drafted because of his speed and his 40 time. But he played at programs that produce professionals. And he held his own, and he looked good. He does some flash plays. But I think he has a good chance of playing this season. I don't know if he'll be a day one, first week roster player, but I think down the line, not hoping for injuries or anything like that, I think down the line he's going to grow into a receiver that they're going to trust him and probably utilize during the season. Flournoy has been looking good. I think Cropper is probably the last guy that's not going to be in there. That's just my speculation from what I'm seeing, what I'm hearing. I'm not here to wish anybody out of a job as I'm doing this show here. We're just basically assessing from what we see. Hey, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. um, whoever it is they keep, they better produce and put it like that. So the key thing is, the question is, what, as far as the offense, are they gonna keep six receivers? That is really the question. They could very well do so. Right now, the receivers aren't getting a chance to really showcase what they can do because of the poor quarterback play. I mean, it's not an elephant in the room. It's an elephant in the china shop. Okay, just making a whole lot of noise and breaking up stuff. It's tough to truly evaluate the receiving core, to me, in my opinion, on the preseason games, based on the fact that Joe Milton he's playing 3 quarters. Now, what they do in practice, the other backers are not getting the reps. CD and Pickens and Cavante and Tolbert, they're getting the reps with Dak Prescott. So it's hard to see. You know what I'm saying? No reps, no reps, no play. Okay, put it like that. So, but again, that's for the coaches to be able to do their assessments and pick on who they're going to pick. So we'll see. It'll be interesting. I'm not worried about that. The rest of these guys are going to be special teamers. I pray for CD's health and Pickens' health. Okay, and then the other third receiver, I think, whoever else is the third receiver is going to be adequate, because they're going to get a lot of opportunities with Pickens and CD in the lineup. So it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting, especially when we're looking at the running game. We know that they're saying they want to dedicate the run. Does that mean they're going to carry more backs, or does that mean they're just going to put emphasis on the backs that give them the best chance to get positive yardage, build that line properly, and get in sync with each other, and then keep 6 receivers? You never know. But it'll be interesting to see, especially even how many tight ends they keep. So, Brother Mingo, prayers for you. We hope you get on the mend. I hope it's say 4 to 6 weeks. I hope it's more. You're ready more in the 4-week time than the 6-week. I mean, be ready, not coming back early where you can get yourself further hurt. But I hope it's a shorter time than the latter time that you can come back fully ready to play and safe. All right, and the rest of the receivers, stay healthy. Here's your chance. Here's your chance. Your health is your wealth. Truly is. When it comes to sports, your health is your wealth in football. So I like our receiving core, especially our main part of our core. We're just looking for depth and growing some other players. And you never know if you can get a diamond in the rough out of that. So we'll see. Because we're going to air it out. That's the main thing, too, that's what I'm going to get into. Because on the flip side of receivers is the DBs. With the DBs, I'm going to say to you that it's scary, because we have good DBs. Don't get me wrong. We have good, especially at the corners. All right, Bland, All-Pro. Trevon Diggs, been an All-Pro, leading the league in interceptions. Duran is not only just an interception, but he takes it to the house, sets a record for the most pick sixes in the NFL. And so that's not necessarily the problem. We're looking to make sure we have somebody for the slot position. Because Deron Bland is looking for a real contract. He ain't trying to go into no slot, because that doesn't have the value as the one out on the boundaries covering. But we've got so many injuries. Revel, we knew when we drafted him, he was hurt. His return time is definitely been pushed back. It looks like he's not going to be ready till mid-season. We're talking late October time. I would be expecting him, and then come in. He's not getting a training camp, not getting acclimated to the professional play. This is going to be tricky for him. He's just going to be figuring it out. Kalen Carson, second-year player, has not been able to stay healthy. I don't know what they're going to do with him. But you're looking at other people for the slot. Childress is someone is undrafted rookie there that looks pretty solid there. Maybe the best one. Maybe the best one from some reports that could be this, that would make you comfortable to be him to be the slot receiver with Bland and whomever's going to be in the corner. We're not going to have Trayvon Diggs for a while, so who's going to be on the opposite corner? Maybe Kyer Elam. Kyer Elam has been having a good training camp, so that's who I think is going to fill in there. Booth had a pick six, was playing pretty well. So he's going to have an opportunity. I don't think he's a slot corner. I don't think he can transition into the slot. I think he's more of an edge corner, which puts him in that position. So Troy Pride, I don't know about that. And you look at Bruce Harmon, he's got some injuries. So I don't know. Those guys are practice squads at best, I believe, in my opinion, from things there. It's going to be tricky with this, and they don't look like they want to bring in a veteran corner. We talked about this before. They don't want to bring in a veteran corner because I think they would have done it by now. I'll give them through this week, but by the time we play Atlanta, but if they haven't picked up one by later this week, it's not likely they're going to do so. It's not likely they're going to do so. So what's the coverage going to be? Okay, we got good edge guys, but what's the passing going to look like? We've been giving up yardage running still with this, not all of our starters there. What's the defense going to look like? And I would say to you this much, if we can't put them in predictable passing situations, it's going to be tough sledding for the defense to get off the field. That's another reason why you're not seeing much in the offensive players getting the time to shine, because one, they're 3 and out because of the quarterback play, and they can't get back in the game no time soon because the defense is giving up a lot on the run, at least the group that's been there. So it's tough. It is tough. Preseason is not about winning games, just about getting reps and development and getting in game speed, shape, and everything like that. But our DBs, will they be able to hold tight and do well? Will they get a good mix and be able to cover well to get the ball back to the offense? I'm going to say this to you. Our offense is going to put points on the board because I believe the defense is going to give up points. So you're looking at us having to put 33 to 35 points on the board. Okay, 35 points, that's 5 touchdowns. All right, that's 5 touchdowns. 33, that's 3 touchdowns, and with Brad Aubrey can kick it from so far back, that's 4 field goals. Brandon Aubrey will kick 3-4 field goals, and we can get a couple touchdowns. Dak's good passing wise to get a couple touchdowns. It's going to be shootouts. It's going to be us a lot like the Bengals. They got receivers and they can put points on the board with Cincinnati, but their defense is questionable. As we saw last night, although they beat Washington. I know my family looking at it, but it's a preseason game, so don't be too excited about that. So DBs, we're not gonna get Trevon Diggs back before, maybe I would say before the end of September. At the earliest. Revel, again, is a rookie, so I'm not counting on much with him. I don't see a rookie coming off of an injury, no training camp, no acclimation to the pros, and then coming in mid-season while people are in mid-season form and playing in mid-season form. Okay, we gotta say, hey, we'll look for Revel in 2026. Obviously, we got Deron Bland. I do like Kyer Elam. I mentioned before. He's done well, but I don't know. When it's ones on ones, we'll see. I think Kyer Elam likes the system with the Dallas defensive coordinator has for them, and it probably is friendly to him. And he's taking advantage of it. So, again, our health is our wealth in this situation. So all of them, can't bank on Kyer Elam. And worry about, well, we can bank on his play, but we can't afford to lose him. We really can't. Some of the other guys, I don't know what's the deal. And good football is football, but Kalen Carson, his health has not been wealthy for him. And I think there is promise in him, and I think people feel good about what his potential is. But he got to get on the field. Football is, NFL is definitely not for long, not for long. So, Kalen Carson, I'm hoping you're well, and hoping you can come out here and show what you got. Uh, Again, with the DPs, it's going to be dependent upon pressure. Sign Micah, but get pressure on the quarterback, and that always helps the DBs. That makes the DB, that makes a good DB, that makes a so-so DB good, that makes a good DB look great, that makes a great DB unstoppable. So let's get some pressure on that quarterback, sign Micah, and we'll see. Other things to talk about there, as far as injuries go, we're not too bad after that. Mingo is the worst injury thus far, as I mentioned before. I think Guyton is on good pace to start the season. So we'll see who they have as far as tackle, who's been playing tackle. What's his name? Jeez. Nate Thomas. Nate Thomas has not looked too bad. But Guyton has come along. Again, not being able to get the reps in and practice in. But I think he's learned and been training and has better technique. And so I think he look, as far as Tyler Guyton goes, and I'll talk about that with Tyler Guyton. Tyler Guyton can play. Where he lacks things is the technique. And that's what struggles. That's what can struggle with a rookie. Because a lot of times you're a college player and you're just so much better than the other guys. You get away with poor technique. Now you can't get away with it. It gets exposed at this level at the NFL. Now I think he's worked on and gotten better with his technique, his balance, especially on that left blind side. So he's looked good there, and he's very confident. So I'm not too worried about him coming back and being in there. So I think he'll be ready and be good to go for week 1. It worse if he doesn't play week 1. I wouldn't like it because again, the Philadelphia's front line is very good. So we need all our bullets, all our offensive line bullets in the gun, so to speak, in that sense there. Jaden Blue is a listed questionable, and he's moving. He's doing well though. I think so. It's probably a slight situation. What is this? Prognosis, he's down. Looking there. Questions got a little. They're optimistic about his chances of suiting up Friday. So, it's okay. It didn't show me here in the report what it actually is, what it may have been here. Other than that, as far as some of these other guys who have had some injuries, these are guys way down, not high draft picks, that I don't know whether they're going to have much of a chance to make the team anyway. These injuries are gonna wear them down, or are gonna probably terminate them. Maybe they'll be practice squad guys, depending upon situation, but we'll see. Cutting down to 53 by the end of the week, be down to 48 after next week, by next week, and getting ready for Philly. So, again, don't trip. I know what preseason, what it's looked like. Okay. Pray for, again, health as well. Pray for the good health of Dak Prescott. Okay. We're not ready for Joe Milton and what's my man, Will Greer. He probably could be a short fix for a short injury here and there, but long-term fix, we're screwed. Okay. So not worried about that. I think we're good with what we have. We got all-star players on our team, all-pro players on our team. Dak has been an all-pro and been close to being MVP. CeeDee Lamb, George Pickens is a great talent. Ferguson, we got players. Michael Parsons, the best player on that team, just the best talent overall on the team. Diggs, Bland. We have talent. Okay? We got talent. Now we'll see if this coaching staff can work with that talent. Okay, so we'll find out. And look, it's two things. It's either going to work or it's not going to work. So some things you can see, and I'm gonna wait and see. I'm gonna wait and see. It's gonna be tricky the first month through September and into October. It's gonna be tricky. Let me say tricky. It's gonna be. Let me see. Let me see what's up. Um, I think we're good in some places, but there are some places where we need to be concerned. I just talked about it on the defensive line, as far as the run and the DBs with the injuries. We get the DBs back and we're in a good position. I like our situation. I like our defense. We get our DBs back. We'll see what our number ones can do against the run. All right. So I'm gonna leave it there. That's what I got for you here with the Cowboys so far. As we go through the week, I'll be filling in and I'll get some more news reports on things that's going on. And we'll have some fun, man. Guys, hey, look, understand football. Football is football. NFL is not for long, as they say. A lot of these guys, there's some guys that's playing that's going to be part of the roster that will play up front. But again, it's a unit. Football is the ultimate team sport. You can't look. Your great players will shine amongst a bunch of weaker players. Your so-so players can do well, but they really do well because they're with the top talent. They're with Leah Fowl. These guys, they need a Micah Parsons on the field. They need those guys on the field to draw defenses with them. So now they have positions so they can shine. They make players better. Okay? So don't worry about that. Once we get all of our number ones, people playing the position where they play and their role is defined, it's like I said, Jalen Tolbert could look really good. Simply because you got CD who's better and you got Pickens who's better. That's going to put Jalen Tolbert on an opportunities to be able to shine because they're going to put all their best focus on stopping them. So let's not panic. Let's see what the coaches got. And we'll be there. We got time to practice, man. All right. So I'm out. My name is Mark Howard. We talk Cowboys here. Appreciate you coming out. Peace and God bless.